All right. What's going on, everybody? This is Mr. Aaron from the House of Aaron, one of your middle class millionaires. And we are live on the air. It's Monday, March 14th, and it's the weekend wrap up. We got Mr. Sharif here on the line as well. Let him say what's up to the people.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Sharif from Dream to Reality Academy, another one of the middle class millionaires. Good evening to you.
All right. So this was looking like today, good people. We're going to do the weekend wrap up, which is get the numbers from I guess two of the programs that I'm tracking right now to show you how to track your progress. And while we're doing that, Mr. Sharif and I, we probably talk about some things. I mean, we love talking about taking action though, because taking action is very important. Looking at my handy dandy notebook, and we talk about investing in yourself. That's also one of the big things, investing in yourself so you can know your area to be an expert and a master in it. So I don't know if you want to say something first. I could go into tracking progress if you want to speak on it a little bit, or we could just go back and forth in casual conversation.
Well, what I'll say about investing in yourself, one thing I like to do is I have a core set of books that I revisit probably at least twice a year, if not three times a year. And that's Richest Man in Babylon. The book Richest Man in Babylon, it basically talks about how to invest and what investing is and how to scale your earnings so that you're always letting your money work for you. Another book I love to revisit is Who Moved the Cheese. It's a simple read, but that book talks about change and how to deal with change and how not to get caught up in your own mind putting roadblocks in and not to get comfortable with where your situation. So that's another good book. Who Moved the Cheese? Think and Grow Rich is the classic. I have that on audio. I usually go through that on audio at least 2 to 3 times a year. Um, just the principles in that book and the stories in that book. It just lets you know, just keep going, don't quit, keep going, don't quit. Because it talks about how Edison, how he didn't quit. It talks about Ford and how they thought he wasn't, a learned man. He didn't quit. So that's another one of my classic books that I love. So those three books I usually go back to, and then I always add on, of course, the Rich Dad Poor Dad series, Robert Kiyosaki. That was the book that actually changed my life because it showed me another way of looking at the world other than the one I had been taught through school. So definitely personal development, personal growth every single day. Find someone that you can learn from. Me and Mr. Aaron, we listen to a couple periscopes daily that gives us information. Um, Anytime you could talk to someone that knows more than you, make sure you're listening, not just talking, like I'm doing right now. So I love to hear Mr. Aaron speaks because I can learn from him. But those are the things: personal development, personal growth every day. Affirmations are important. Make sure you have either a list of affirmations that you read daily to keep your mind in the right spot, keep the negativity away. Another book I just remember I like is Dream Catchers, and it basically talks about the different types of people that will try to steal your dream. So those are all books. There's hundreds of books out there, but those are some of the ones that I usually read 2 or 3 times a year. So, Mr. Aaron, that's what I want to start by saying. Anything you want to add to that?
I mean, one of the key words that you brought up was principles. And if anybody ever listened to E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher, he also talks about principles because principles is going to set you up for long term stuff. As if you living by principles and benchmarks, then you would know you would know how to handle different situations and everything like that. And what Mr. Sharif is telling us is that his reading of books is one of his principles for personal development. His affirmations is a personal development, and then listen to those people who could definitely pour into you, as well as you could help pour in other people. I mean, where you think most of this stuff come from? I mean, nobody is really making up original ideas. It's some kind of rehashed, recycled idea, but it works at different times. I mean, if you haven't noticed, bartering is coming back in styles. Like, people acting like bartering is new, but bartering has definitely been one of the oldest things in the book, I believe. I mean, that's how people, what they do. They used to do all that stuff on the coast in the ancient cities.
Exactly, all of the ports. That's the whole thing, was to live near water, live near the ports.
You live by the ports. You probably had a rich society because of the fact that you had value by being next to the water to get everything coming in and going out. So, I mean, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure that we buy the water. We're trying to make sure that that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to be somewhere where the soil is rich, and that's why you need to be around the right people. You can't be around those dream catchers that he was talking about from the book Dream Catchers. You can't be around those people who's draining your dreams out. That's not going to work for anybody. It definitely won't work for you. It's going to make your process even longer. And that's why it's important to wrap back around to one of our original messages of taking action. Taking action is going to be important, because guess what? You're going to come up against some kind of trial. You will come up against some kind of hater. Something is going to happen that you're not going to be prepared for. It's going to be bumps in the road. Everything can't be smooth. And the key to entrepreneurship is that it's going to be a journey. They'll tell you, people think about, oh, there's an overnight success here, there's an overnight success there. No, nobody, I don't believe anybody did it overnight. I mean, nope, I'm not going to talk about that person right now, because I think we've been getting flagged enough on Google Hangouts for me to bring somebody's name up. But there's not a such thing as overnight success. I mean, the people who are famous in today's movies, if you go watch them in their younger movies when they were real little, you'll be like, oh, they had no idea how to act. It just took them a while to adjust to their new platform, to their platform that they're in now, to go all the way up. I mean, Will Smith was introduced to us as a rapper. But as we can see, as Hollywood has taken notice, he's definitely one of the greatest actors that's probably out right now, because somebody definitely is paying him for it. He's getting paid to act all the time. Not no chump change either.
And leading man, not just, support roles.
Right. And I know a lot of great support role people that's been around for years. I'm talking about been around since I've been in single digits, that I can recognize them from old movies, probably recognize them from a lot of gangster movies. Like, what's the guy? Paul Giamatti. That guy, Paul Giamatti, he is a really good actor, but he's never the lead. He's always like one of the best supporting or something like that. Like, he's a serious guy. I've been watching the TV show Billions on Showtime, but Paul Giamatti not the lead guy. It's Damian Lewis is the lead guy, and it's like the show is great. I mean, I watch Billionaires because this guy, he making billions, not the way that we trying to make it, but he did his thing, and now people are coming after him for it. So it's a great survival story. He has a special kind of talent, and that's why people want to be after him anyway. So
I see one of our other middle class millionaires has joined us this evening.
Hey, everybody. It's your boy G from Residual Networks, man. I was just listening in. I just wanted to say one thing to add on to the point, I guess, that Mr. Aaron was making. You definitely want to do something that you love. because being an entrepreneur with the ups and downs and the bumps in the road, it's too easy to quit. So if you don't like surfing websites or moving money or doing math or anything that's going to be involved creating websites and promoting opportunities, if that's not your thing, you can go ahead and close this hangout right now. But if you do have a passion for growing your income, allowing your money to work for you, these are the kind of things, the skill sets that we're going to be teaching you in the Dream to Reality Academy. If you love that, it'll be easier for you to stick around through the tough times and earn your way to the other side.
We were talking about personal development, and what books you read, or what are your thoughts on personal development?
Oh, wow. Listen, there's a whole library. But definitely, the first book you should get, The Entrepreneur's Bible, is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Take your time, and read this book. Look, I know there's a lot of different book of the month out there right now, and you can find a lot of information on a lot of different topics. And being an entrepreneur or being running an online business by yourself, there's an overwhelming amount of topics, an overwhelming amount of tasks to do, skills to get good at. Don't drown yourself in that. Ultimately, you want to
Hold on,
stick to
while you're
what you
right
love.
there, before you go to another subject,
Oh, go ahead.
getting those skills. Guess what? Michael Jordan didn't start off as the best player. Tiger Woods didn't start off as the best golfer. Michael Phelps wasn't the best swimmer. Guess what happened? They had to develop that.
They developed. Then you can have natural talent, but there's certain skills, certain things you've never been taught, you've never had to do ever in your life. These are things that have to be learned to go along with your natural talents and abilities. Maybe you're a wonderful presenter. You can talk all night long and even make the phone book sound interesting. But if you don't have a website, if you don't have an opportunity, if you don't have a product for sale, you can be a great presenter to a blank PowerPoint slide. I don't understand. You have to be able to apply your talents where they're necessary. But trust me, there's enough jobs involved in being an internet entrepreneur that you'll find a place to apply yourself and put your energies.
And that goes into what we was talking about having your principles in place as well. Because guess what? You should not be out here what they would call prostituting yourself, not to the highest bidder and not for free. What you want to do, you want to find that perfect niche, because guess what? Everybody can't afford you. Everybody cannot afford you, and you can't afford to be free because your time is on the line here.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to start somewhere. No matter, hey, we calling this the rough draft. We calling this the rough draft. What we doing right now? Right now, we are available to you. It's depending on if you want to take advantage, because guess what? We don't know when, we don't know how, but it will happen because we're not going to stop. So when that time comes that it breaks, that everyone is pulling at the coattail, everyone is trying to get a piece. It's going to come a time to say, hey, if you really want me to block out a time, one-on-one time, it's going to cost you $2,000. You really want me to come and talk to your company, it's going to cost you $5,000, $15,000, or whatever it's going to take for me to come. If you want me to come over to Hawaii and present to your entire executive board, it's going to cost you down the line. Right now, it's time to take advantage.
Also, you have to be mindful. There'll be a time when you'll come to the Middle Class Millionaire's office hour. This is going to get better. The information, the timing, a lot of the jewels that we'll be dropping as we learn things, as we grow. But you'll come to the Middle Class Millionaires office hour and see 4 new faces. You'll have to get to know new mentors, a different style. You're going to have to learn probably different skills. They'll have other knowledge, because I plan on being on a boat somewhere or something. I don't know. But if you take too long, you're going to miss out on the train. And there's nothing wrong with that. You come and perform and do what you need to do in your own time. But please don't be upset with me if I go forward without you, and this team makes these millions, and we're on a plane to Dubai right when you log in to the Middle Class office out, Middle Class Millionaires office out.
You see, we leaving the camera on you because you got a towel on right now.
Oh. Yeah, I got pretty this morning.
Very dapper professional.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Yes, we're gonna be some t-shirt millionaires out here. That I don't wear thong flops, but guess what? With $1 million, I will be definitely probably open to know what it feel like to have that little piece of plastic in my toes.
You gonna try a pair of flip flops on, man?
I'm gonna try a pair of thong flops on, not just regular flip flops. I wear flip flops.
Okay.
But thong flops, I do not. And thong flops are more suitable for when you want to go walk on the sandy beaches and stuff like that.
Ah, yes, sir. We will need sand equipment. Yes, sir.
That's right. So I want people to be looking toward the future and definitely not going to be looking at our past. I mean, it's going to be funny to look back on these videos in 5 years because, like you said,
man,
we know
1 year.
I mean, it's going to be even funnier in 5 years, though.
Absolutely.
Because the thing is, the one thing that you said was, did I lose it? No, I don't think I lost it. It's like this. Everybody, I know a lot of people are fans of wrestling. Hulk Hogan's still out there for some reason. Sting is still out there. They've been wrestling since I was in single digits. That should not be happening, right? It's time to pass. At some point in time, you got to pass the torch.
Yes.
You can't be still winning the belt, and I know you 80 years old, Terry. That's what I'm. Not Hulk. Terry. Hulk Hogan going to live forever because the name is there. But Terry need to give it up. You know what I'm saying?
Ric Flair.
Richard need to give it up.
Well, but at the same token, people like The Rock, they use that platform to move on to bigger and better things.
Absolutely. He could always reach back.
You know, same thing like you were mentioning Will Smith earlier. He used that platform. Ice Cube, another one, used that platform.
Yep.
And then you got people like Magic use that platform to springboard into business. So we all start somewhere. We all learn. The more you learn, the more platforms you can use to move on. You know, I'm just, if you notice, I've gotten real quiet because I told people earlier I love to listen. You learn a lot more when you're listening. I think that's a skill that's lost on a lot of people today. A lot of people love to hear the sound of their voice, and if you have something to say, then that's good. But if you don't have something to say, that's bringing something, you know, that's of value, then learn to listen. You know, it's a skill set. It's a skill set. I tell my students all the time, you know, listen to what I say first, and then most of your answers probably will be answered. Most of your questions will be answered. But a lot of times, you know, they just want to, they don't want to listen. So I have learned to humble myself to be a great listener. You know, in any opportunity, I will sit and listen. To the point sometimes people are like, oh, he doesn't like to talk. It's not that I don't like to talk. Is if I have something of value, then I talk. But if otherwise, I need to learn. You know, and I learn in every form I go into. So, you know, as we talk about the Dream to Reality Academy, if you're going to be a student of the Dream to Reality Academy, one of the skill sets you're going to need is to be able to listen to your mentor. and also follow the directions of your mentor. You know, one of the people, you know, I listen to daily, one of his favorite things to say is be a student and a C leader. So be that A student first, and then your leadership will develop from that and get better and better. So I'm working on being an A student because there's a lot to learn in this world. And this whole, I mean, you know, I've been on the planet for a few years, and I'm telling y'all, this world here is new, but it's a great world, and it's a money making world. It's billions of people in the world that we're dealing with, so everybody has access. People all over the world. I was listening to a hangout, and they were talking about, oh, we can't use this processor because for our people in India, this processor doesn't work, but we're going to bring another processor to you. So that's the other side of the world, and they're already doing business in that side, on the other side of the world. So you got and the people in that group are from England, America, Canada. You know, there's a guy from India on the team. So it's like, come on, man. So you're connecting the entire world into an opportunity that you could be involved in. You know, I literally have investments in South Africa. I've never been to South Africa, but my money is invested in South Africa.
That's right. That's right.
You know, so
that's a flag on the play. They flagged us again.
Oh no.
That's real estate investments. So it's okay to invest in real estate.
But Mr. Sharif, I just wanted to say, being a great listener is also a quality that's necessary, not only to be a student, but to be a mentor, because you have to listen to the needs of the students and what it is you're going to be teaching. It makes you a greater teacher, to be able to listen. How would you know or assess what a student has learned if you never take the time to listen to what they're saying? So I totally agree with you, and I appreciate that, being able to listen, because I don't know, anybody out there in internet land knows me. I talk all the time. It's a blessing to be able to be quiet and actually listen to other intelligent minds. Listen, I will interrupt ignorant folk. If you're talking and you don't know what you're talking about, we're going to cut you off or we're going to shut you down. I just don't have time for it. But I appreciate, that's why I'm part of the Middle Class Millionaires. With brothers that I can respect and people that I can bounce ideas off of, and they come back to me with intelligent responses because they actually listen to me. And they can tell me, you know, the math on that's not going to work. That's only going to last for a couple months. So if you're going to do it, they never said don't do it. They just saying, well, that particular program, that's only going to last for a few months. Meaning if you get into it, make sure you max it out and get out of it. It's always, how can I put this? It may not be what you want to hear, but it's gonna be the truth to the best of our ability and our experience, and that's what we rely on. You're looking at over 20 years of networking, 20 years of mentoring and teaching, 20 years of being a student, 20 years of over 20 years of experience here. So this team, everybody's got strengths in different areas. I would recommend take advantage of the entire group. You know, I know you want to select one mentor and let that be your focus, and you see their teaching style, and you'll see in the videos how we explain different things and what our focuses are, but you're going to pick up something from each and every one of us. You have to take the time to listen to what it is that you're going to be picking up. There's some mindset adjustment that will need to go on. There's actually some math. You're going to have to learn some numbers. Mr. Aaron is showing you that in the proof, progress, and results. It's not an accident that he's telling you exactly what he's adding or subtracting and showing you from the day before and all that. It's absolutely necessary for every program, every revenue share program you get into. You need to calculate what your goal is, what your exit strategy is, what the end of the road is. If you never choose a destination, how will you know when you get there? So these are different things that we've picked up actually from each other, and I can't wait to see where this is about to go. Be On Push is launching. It's after midnight now, so that's today. It's March the 15th. Put your seatbelt on, hang on to your hat. I'm pushing for life.com. All right now.
Just
did y'all hear how many people is on the team?
I didn't see the latest. I didn't see the latest numbers. I'm about to log in right now, actually. And
I definitely need to check it out.
Whoa, left, right.
I think did he post it earlier? I don't know if he posted earlier or not, but I remember seeing the latest numbers, and the team is way bigger than what I expected, and that's why the guy I told y'all about this. I guess he in Poland or something.
Now listen, I'm under you, Mr. Aaron, and there's 840 people, and just in the left side alone, under me.
Now imagine you just said he's in Poland or somewhere. Poland.
Can you find Poland on the map? Anybody?
And Poland is help building our team. I love Poland.
love them now, don't you?
I'm about to go buy a pack of sausages right now. I don't even know if it's the same people. I'm about to just go buy a pack. It's like, hey.
See, that's how we get flagged right there. See, you thinking, oh no.
They got us again. Here we go. No one's going to see this video. It's going to get swept under the rug.
Ladies and gentlemen, the views expressed by the Middle Class Millionaires are not those of G or Residual Networks. Please be advised.
Well, speaking of disclaimers, I must say it. Right? Speaking of disclaimers, I must say this. These results are not typical. This proof of income is not a guarantee you will earn the same, but it will be possible to earn this and more with equal or greater strategy and work ethic and or money. So contact me if you want to learn my strategy for growing my business and income. That's Mr. Aaron from the House of Aaron. You can contact me any way, anyhow you can, everywhere. That's my disclaimer.
You gotta make sure I'm gonna end up putting that in the intro and outro of the videos too.
You gotta do it, man.
Channel, it's gonna be built in. I think I'm gonna get a professional.
That's what it is. When my auto loads,
read the disclaimer.
You need to, man, because mine is built into my auto load for the description. It's built in. So let's give everybody a traffic monsoon update. Traffic monsoon is growing money every single day, and of course, it's going to grow a lot of money with someone that's putting up $50,000 straight to the TM Bank.
Wow,
I mean, that's a big ticket. If you're buying 1,000 packs right now, and the transition is going to be over soon. I mean, they're going to have enough money to cover what PayPal is holding before we know it. I mean, it's $63 million, yes, but millions of dollars have been pouring in since the PayPal thing happened. And as you can see, over this past weekend, from the 11th to the 14th, this is day 318. As we say, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. We're not going for the 100-yard dash. But on day 318, between Friday and today, the Monday weekend wrap-up, is $48.83 was made. And as we said before, we say it again, results are not typical. Please stay tuned for the Be On Push update.
Yes, sir.
It felt good to say it like that, too.
Felt like a commercial, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Like my voice is getting there. I think I'm finding the voice.
We all gonna sound
That's what
like
people need to know.
Donnie Simpson after a while. Good evening and welcome to the Middle Class Millionaire's Office Hour. Yeah.
But people need to know. That's why they need to get on video as soon as possible. Because once you find your voice, people going to start following that. They're going to be attracted to that. I mean, is this the way it works? If you're
I'm gonna keep
uncomfortable on the
practicing.
mic, right? You're uncomfortable on the mic. It's going to show out, and nobody not going to want to listen to you. But you have something to share. It's going to be hard to share if you do not get in that studio or whatever you want to call it. Get in your living room, your basement, or wherever you're going to be, and you want to start making it happen. Like, we don't have time. We don't have time because we don't know. Like we said, we don't know when and where you want to go viral.
But it can and is happening for people every single day.
That's right.
It's happening. We also have some things in place for the more introverted people. We do understand that. Um, there are ways for you to earn money without recruiting a team, without making videos. Um, of course, you probably wouldn't grow as quickly as others, but you can also use the presentations. If you have a team and there's an extrovert or a speaker that's on your team, you can use the videos of your team members in your web presence because it's not going to be a conflict. You're going to put your links in the website. They'll be able to draw people and explain certain concepts on your behalf. Now you have to understand, as being a leader, though, it will be more effective for them to see you. And as you grow, so will your leadership skills, so will your speaking ability, so will your video editing, taking different camera angles. Who knows? You may become the next YouTube star in marketing. And I don't see them upset about the money they're making. So it must be pretty good.
One,
You ever seen a famous internet marketer complain about a check?
no.
I've never seen it. We still cash them, even the small ones. They spend just like the rest of them.
And you heard what that guy said. He sent a whole bunch of millionaires across the world a check for a penny to see who cashed it and who didn't. Donald Trump was the first one to cash his.
Mm. The first one.
The first one to cash it. He said, "Oh, he was the first one to cash it." And then they asked Donald Trump about it. He said, "Of course, because guess what? A penny that compounds itself each day is worth this much.
Right. That's right.
So why not take
That's
that
right.
penny? Why not take that penny? Because that means it's going into my account."
And
And this guy has billions.
now you got billion and one.
Right. $1 billion and a penny. Thank you so much.
That's
But
still adding up.
we talk about, I heard about that where they said what people don't understand about people that make money. It's not that they're making money because they're necessarily greedy. You can't speak for every person, but sometimes people are making money, one, for the next generation, for their community, for to be a leader, for philanthropy, to do things in the world that money allows you to do. The more people you want to help, the more money you make, the more people you can help. So a lot of times people that's making money, they're making that money so that they can do foundations, so they can do educational things, so they can set up um,
Humanitarian
humanitarian
efforts.
efforts. One of the things, and one of the companies we're in, they were showing how, and then again too, depending on what part of the world you're in, money goes a lot further. So they were showing how just by doing their revenue sharing company and pulling out the maximum, which was $100 a day. That was changing lives for whole villages in certain countries. And so people were taking it and they were doing charity work with the money from the company that they would not have had the opportunity to do again if it wasn't a global opportunity. I think people really need to focus on that. This is a global opportunity. Anyone you know in the world, for the most part, can participate in these companies. So I have made a friend on Facebook that I am setting up in another country to help him get his business going as one of the students in Dream to Reality Academy because I can. I may never meet. Well, I probably will go over and meet him one day, but I haven't met him yet. I know him by nothing but his Facebook account, you know, and we talk every day, and it's an awesome feeling.
I got a story to tell you today, Mr. Sharif and Mr. Aaron. It's funny because I met with the account manager for the team at my job today, and it was interesting because he didn't want to talk about work. He saw my websites. We spent an entire lunch hour talking about revenue sharing and what websites he could go to read up on and get some more information. I said, there's no better teacher than getting involved. You need to buy you a couple shares. There's no book in the world can explain to you what it's like when you actually start making this revenue. And so I just thought that was pretty interesting, that I'm going to actually have somebody who is managing my account who would also be under me. So I'm hoping that he can put his whole six-figure salary into some shares, and I will get a nice 13% for that direct referral. How about that?
But how about the fact that, again, this is so new that we are in a lead position? Because 90%, 99% of the population have no clue
what revenue share it is. Yeah, I know.
The company Beyond Push has had what 41,000 people in it at the end of last year, at the beginning of this year, January 2016. 41,000 people for a company that is dealing directly in
real-time bidding.
Real-time bidding for advertising. Advertising is not going anywhere. So you may tell me we're at the forefront. We're one of the first 41,000 people or 50,000 people in a multi-billion industry. Wow. And people are going to be looking to us because we understand it, we can explain it, and that's what it's. Whew.
Yeah. Pushingforlife.com. Look, I say that on these hangouts because you never know who's listening, and they may want to know what website they can visit. www.pushing4life.com. Just get involved. It's an action takers market right now.
Exactly.
So if you're unafraid to move and take action, the shares start as low as $20. Now we could go into the details of the program right now, but I think that you should reach out to whoever sent you to the Middle Class Millionaires office hour, or whoever the leader is that you gravitate toward. Reach out to that person, because that's who you feel most comfortable with. You'll get the best results usually. Now, if you're not getting the results you want, don't leave. Don't fret. We have 5 other middle class millionaires for you to choose from. Was it 4? 4 other middle class millionaires for you to choose from.
Hey, we growing.
Absolutely. And hopefully one day you'll be a middle class millionaire yourself, and then you can get on this end of the camera, and I can go get on the boat, and it'll be nice.
Well, we always talk about taking action and we talk about what they call the why, you gotta make sure that it's strong enough to keep you, because it's things out there popping up every single day, every single hour. I mean, we ready to make one ourselves. That's how it's going out here. Is it reputable? Does it have a good reputation? And how you gonna scale? How you gonna grow? I mean, these things, they get their legs and they take off, people. So uh, you got to be focused on what's coming down the line, what's going to be next for you, and what's a good place for your people. Which brings us to the Be On Push update. Now, I really gotta say the disclaimer for this one, because guess what? I haven't even touched Be On Push in I don't know how many days, right? I haven't been doing anything but working on what we're going to get into next, which is going over what we have. Someone ringing, ring a ling ling. I'm ringing too. Somebody done pressed the button on us.
I did.
Okay.
I saw Mr. Sharif. Well, I'm sorry. What was that you were holding up? Can we put the camera on Mr. Sharif?
This is where I can be reached.
Oh.
hssigp@gmail.com.
Yes, sir. That was a quick sign you put together. I'm sorry, I didn't know it.
You gotta have your resources ready, people.
Yes, indeed. Okay.
You better be quick, fast, in a hurry. You say, I'm gonna get this card. I'm gonna write it down. Let you see how to get to me right now. And don't worry, when I come back on screen, you're gonna see my information. Mr. Aaron from the House of Aaron, I'm putting that out there. And that's teamformillionaires.info / House of Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
now
keep mine real simple. Keep it real simple.
Yeah. I mean, mine, we're about to get into that. So, and now for this latest update of the, what's this called? The latest update of the proof, progress, and results from Be On Push. So, talking about Be On Push, you've been hearing us talk about it. Now, it's day 26 for me. There's some people on our team that have made $15,000. There's someone on our team withdrawn $4,400 a day. But as we say, results are not typical. And guess what? Results are not typical here as well. And that's why I'm not trying to sell you on the money. I'm not trying to sell you on the compensation plan. What I want to do, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I want you to take care of yourself. Because guess what? I'm not taking full advantage of this opportunity as we as a team are trying to put things together for everyone that comes after us to be stronger and to be better. So over the weekend, I haven't even logged into the site over the weekend. Didn't log into the site, and it's $2.09 there, which to me, I find that to be a plus, but other people going to look at it like, you're not making no money? Guess what? $2.09 is nothing to wave at when you did absolutely nothing. Didn't even log into the site. Just slept on it. $2.09 to me is a big deal. $2.09 to someone who gets rubles, or what they call them, shekels and rupees, and guess what? My $2 in the Dominican Republic could go a long way. My $2 in India could sustain me for a month.
And we just talked about how they cashed a check. Millionaires were cashing checks for a penny because that $2.09 will compound.
Mm-hmm. And you also have to think about it's a positive financial transaction for you. One of the things that you'll learn about millionaires and people who are involved with large amounts of money, if you find a positive transaction, if you can duplicate that as many times as you possibly can in 24 hours, watch what happens. So yeah, it's only $2.09 or $2. What was it?
$2.09. That's
$2.09 this one time. But imagine if I tenfold, 20, 100-fold, whatever it was that produced that $2.09. Now it's $209.
And that's the point I was getting to.
Yeah,
Because guess what? this is what you don't. This is what you're not looking at. You might be looking at the 2009 cent, but let me zoom in. Not on the actual e-wallet or the income statement or any of that stuff. Let me scroll down to where it says new members. Guess what? It's 60 new people on the team over the weekend, and I didn't log in. So what happens when those 60 people get activated? The 2009 cent had to come from somewhere. It didn't come. It didn't come from me. I did absolutely nothing. I actually sent money to the wrong location over the weekend. So that's why I just said forget it. I'm stopping until customer service is open somewhere. I'm not going to get back on because I didn't want to mess nothing up. Because I want my money to come back from the wrong place it went to. So guess what, folks? 2009 cent. Sure, that's nice. It's cool. I'm proud of it. But the 60 new members, that's 60 new people that we're going to help. That we're going to help move forward in this business. That's because what we do affects them, and what they do affects us. And we're reciprocating everything that goes on from the bottom to the top to the top to the bottom. And that's what's so lovely about this business that we're talking about right now of Be On Push, is that you can see one side of the business that says left side of the business, $44,000. Right side of the business, $380. 855 people, 29 people. It's time to make it happen. And it's better to be in the 29. But it's better to be the 29 because guess what? Things about to blow up for the middle class millionaires.
So imagine when the right side equals or matches that 44,000, and you were the 30th person. I'm just saying. Because it's definitely going to grow. It's definitely going to grow. And you got to remember, it's only $20 to get locked in, to get started. The shares only start at $20.
Yeah, why would you stop at $20?
Absolutely.
I bought my third pack today.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Because I was eyeballing. I tried to eyeball it Saturday. I was like, oh, I'm getting a $100 pack Saturday. Oh, the money didn't go. The money didn't go.
And you accidentally sent it to the wrong place.
The wrong location. I'm like, whoa. Let me just shut this down. Get myself collected. Because guess what? We say it's going to be bumps in the road. Guess what? That's a bump in my road right there.
Bump in the road.
And then I'm upset. I'm upset with myself because I should have doubled and triple checked and everything else to make sure that it was saying it was going where it was going. But it's all good because I have patience. I don't have all the time on my side, but I do have some time on my side, and I want to utilize it, not to be sitting there mad with my hands folded. I'm getting to work. Because guess what? If I would have recruited some people this weekend, I would have been looking at something different. Because the time I did recruit, I got a flood of money. So I went to work. Instead of being crying, sad, mad, and all the other emotions, guess what happened, folks? We went to work, and this is where it goes. Let me bring you back up to the Be On Push site. But more importantly, let's go here. All right, so I'm going to log in to what had me so preoccupied. Where is it? Had me preoccupied. And I'm not even going to stay on this part right here. I mean, let me pause this. You can see me with my business casual gear on. And this is how you join us on the Facebook group. You get to join all the middle class millionaires, all those people working toward the same goals, same effort. Because if you're not, guess what? We're going to let you stay around for a little while because the haters are going to egg us on. But this is how you get into the Facebook group right here. You can come in there and troll if you want. We accept you for where you are and who you are. So we're talking about the middle class millionaire site. It's simple. It's 5 steps. It's a lot, but guess what? you take it one step at a time. Very simple to take it one step at a time. And guess what? I'm gonna even go because this site has a lot of bells and whistles on there. I'm gonna go to another site. I don't even know how do I get in there while showing everybody information. I know how to do it. I just cut everybody off for a second. While I cut everybody off for a second, I bring my camera back up, and then you get to see it says, "Oh, there it is, right there. teamformillionaires.info/House of Aaron." I'll let you look at that for a second while I go in here and I'm gonna go and bring up another account. I'm gonna log in. I'm gonna log into my account. I think my account has more stuff uploaded in there than y'all probably still updating stuff on yours. And I definitely don't want to show anybody going under the bus on here. So, so let me see.
We don't know what you're talking about.
You'll get it later on. It's not a right now joke. It's a joke that comes over time.
You can see under the bus. Y'all come under the bus at DawkinsG.com. Welcome under the bus.
Riding the bus for life.com.
under the bus for life. That's right.
We just get them all right there. So, like I said, Team for Millionaires / teamformillionaires.info/House of Aaron, and it looks a little bit like this. So we're back on. You guys see it?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So as you can see, this one is a lot different. It has share codes that you can do things for your team and make it exclusive to your team, or you could go along with it provided by the Middle Class Millionaires team itself. And guess what? You heard it here, folks. We're not going to be the only ones on these hangouts. We're going to start passing off the days because guess what? Different strokes, different folks. People going to like to hear someone else. And once people get to the level, if they're looking to do something, it's going to be open for them. Like these videos don't have to have, the videos will soon have presentations done exclusively by us. As you can see, step 1 is called the money multipliers. And the money multipliers is basically the rev share program similar to with including and more with Be On Push and Traffic Monsoon. As you can see, we have little informational videos going on before you actually are asked to join the program. So, the informational video on Be On Push, you click there to sign up. Traffic Monsoon is there. It's by Oliver right now, but guess what? It's going to be by Mr. Aaron soon enough. Triple Threat video, we don't know who did the animation on here, but Dawkins G probably going to be doing that video soon. For that page, we don't know what this group of people is, but it's going to probably be a picture of us on there very soon, hosted by Mr. Sharif, for that page video. Mr. Rock Solar, our Ass Paid Pro Professional, is going to be no more animation. That's going to be replaced. And Click Intensity, that actually launches tomorrow as well. There's even this week. Yeah, I think Click Intensity launches today too. I mean, this is something new as we try to have a variety of those that are tested and proven, and the one that seem to have a bandwagon of people. They could be interchangeable. Guess what? They fail. We switch it out. I mean, that's part of entrepreneurship. Dawkins G will tell you what fail really means. Dawkins G.
You said fail? Because I was thinking fear. I'm sorry.
Fear. That's going to stop a lot of people too.
But you said fail.
But
go ahead, give it to me.
I don't have one for fail. I thought you had that one, man. You have everything else.
The acronyms. Oh man.
But this is what I'll say. Notice it's multiple streams of income because if one stream stops, then the other streams take its place and you add on. People say in traditional network marketing, sometimes I was talking to a young man, he would say, well, I can't really get into anything else because I'm a leader in this company, and we don't promote anything else. And I'm thinking to myself, if something happens to that company, or you're not making any money in that company, then what?
You know what that sounds like, Mr. Sharif?
What does that sound like,
He
sir?
says he's a leader in that company. Sounds like you're an employee.
That's what it sounds like, because
Employee
they're making
mindset.
the decision for you. Middle class millionaires, we all do similar things, but we all choose what programs we would like to get into, as long as we vet them with each other for the knowledge base and to make sure that it is profitable. But at the same time, it's multiple streams of income. That's where we're in this. One of us may choose to do one first and then join the others, but at the same time, they all making money, and that's why we're here.
Exactly.
That's the beauty of a team, because we all searching, we all going to search it, and we're going to research it for you guys, and that's the beauty. It takes some of the risk out of your hand, because everything can't last forever. But guess what? Since we didn't have an acronym for fail, I'll tell you about a word about fail, which is fail forward. You can't fail forward if you stay stuck in one place. You can't. It's impossible. When that means once that thing is gone, that thing that you want to stick with so bad, when it leaves, everything that you stood for leave, and that's what hurt. So many people was dependent on Traffic Monsoon before the PayPal situation happened, and now they have a bitter taste in their mouth because they didn't quit their job. They quit their jobs and did everything else, and now they don't have an option because they didn't have an option already set up. You got to be like NASA. You think NASA goes up there and only have one plan in place? They know plan A not gonna work when you're dealing with NASA. I hope they know that that rocket, that jet fuel, and something's gonna go wrong that you need to be able to have a backup plan for the backup plan, or it's not worth it.
And then the other thing, when it comes to failure, if you let a failure or a temporary setback, that's what I call a failure, stop you, then it's going to be a short ride, because you're going to have temporary setbacks. That's just part of the process. That's part of that road to success that is not straight. That's that bump in the road. So, failure is part of it. You need to learn to embrace it. And that goes back to the book, Who Moved My Cheese. That's why I love that book, because each and every day you got to be ready to move. You got to examine what's going on in your surroundings, and if something is changing, you need to be ready to change with it. You can't get comfortable in Cheese Station C. It seems like the people you're talking about, Mr. Aaron, they got comfortable in Cheese Station Traffic Monsoon, and when some changes came, they were afraid to go back into the maze, so to speak, if you know the book, and look for the next. Not us, hey, Cheese Station slowed down a little bit. Well, we in the Beyond Push maze. We found Beyond Push. That's a new piece of cheese to start nibbling on. So if you haven't read that book, that's a great book to give you the right mindset to deal with change.
Right, because I was definitely happy with $250 a day, but guess what? I wasn't satisfied. Wasn't satisfied with the $250 a day that I was getting with Traffic Monsoon, and because I wasn't satisfied, when the situation happened, I was ready to go to the next thing. I don't make as much, but remember, my time in Traffic Monsoon is way longer than any other thing I've been with. So you gotta be respectful. You gotta know how that's gonna fall out. I mean, as you can see on this site, guess what? We're not saying you need to join every opportunity. It would be wise of you to do so, because guess what? The thing that the beauty of the middle class millionaires, guess what we have in all the programs that we deal with? Guess what happens? It's a free sign up. It costs you nothing but your email address to sign up in each of these programs. It costs you $0 to get on the Middle Class Millionaire site. Teamformillionaires.info/ whatever person you want to be with, everyone has their own username. You will find it, or you can find the rotator link right below this YouTube video, and you could join at random. Because guess what? All these sites, all these sites make money. All these sites are free to get into. Now, to start making money, yes, you will have to have some money to put in to start getting money. But guess what? To sign up and get a position, it costs you nothing but a little bit of time. And guess what? What is your job doing? Or if you don't have a job, what is that doing for you? But if you don't have a job, you can maximize one of these money multipliers by doing just what? Signing up for free, going out into the street, telling people about the program. They sign up under you. You show them one of our proof of progress. You show them somebody from across in England progress, and guess what? They sign up under you. They get activated. You get a commission. You start from your commissioned earnings. So saying you don't have any money, cool. I understand that. But guess what? If you watching this, that means you have access to internet. If you have access to internet, you can learn how to sell a product. If you can learn how to sell a product, join in one of these programs for free and go sell yourself as a product to have people join you in this journey, and you get paid off commission base.
So, Mr. Aaron, just so you know, I put $0 in for that pay, and I have grown my account steadily. And when I start doing the proof progress, you're gonna see it go from 0 till what I have now, and I have 3 active members, 3 active referrals, and that has built every dollar that's come from me to repurchase or my commissions. And I did exactly what you said do. I sold myself. I said, I found this. This can help you if you choose to invest in it or choose to purchase ad packs. And that's what happened. And it's a beautiful thing. Well, that's what I'm telling you. The other thing I learned through Think and Grow Rich, making money is not hard. You know,
Right.
It really isn't. And you know, we're taught that it's hard to make money. You know, you got to work hard to make money. Yes, you do have to work hard, but
It's hard for wages. It's hard for wages.
It's hard for wages, but compounding money, money will compound. And it is attracted. That's the other thing I learned from Think and Grow Rich. Money attracts money. That's how I found you.
Because people think it's a game out here. I mean, you think these startup companies, you think they're getting millions and millions of dollars? They get millions and millions of dollars from an idea. Most of the stuff don't even be realistic. Which brings me to, I'm going to skip down to step 4. I mean, I could get into the other stuff, but step 4, this is what we're talking about for everybody that's watching. Your middle class millionaire team, your middle class millionaires right now leaders, us, we have vision. And what we talk about, getting paid off of ideas. Step 4, Voltage Partners, you don't even have a sign up link yet that we so early to the table. We so early to the table, we anticipating what's going to happen.
Wait till you even, if you ever even hear about Voltage Partners from someone else, I wouldn't mind you signing up with someone else. Wait till you hear this. Go to team4millionaires.info/whoever, Mr. Sharif, House of Aaron, Dawkins G, Rock Solar, just so you can see the video for Voltage Partners. It'll blow your mind.
Mind blowing. All I can tell you is that this stuff like this pays for Arnold Schwarzenegger. What's her name? Kate Hudson. Who else in those commercials like that? It's like that's. I mean, the governor, people. This is Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know you had to pay a lot of money to get that man to dress up in a uniform, and that's your hint. We talking about. It says it right there. A successful app. We talking about apps. We talking about video games. The idea of it, and if it becomes successful, like one of those Clash of Clans or anything like that, we all share in the profit. But if it's your idea, you sharing 50% of the profit off the top. Like, you don't have to pay any money. You just got to have a good idea. And we investing in ideas here. I mean, you can't beat that. How you think the patent office exists? The patent office is a record of ideas that you got to pay money for to get a piece of paper to say that my idea is authentic. Wow, that's inventive, out the box thinking. And we here at the table before you can even have a sign up link. They don't even have a sign up link yet that we saw early. Amazing stuff, man.
But you gotta have vision. You can't have.
I'm excited.
There's a difference between sight and vision. Sight is what you see, and vision is what you're walking into.
Vision is also where your imagination can take you. Vision is what you want to happen. You're creating it. You create your vision. Voltage Partners.
Just look at their logo. Their logo says it like, hey, we got an idea with a lightning bolt. We got the light bulb and a lightning bolt for our O. This is visionary stuff here. I mean, look at our logo. Our logo is up here. I don't know if you can see the building structures in there because we building a community here. We're not trying to keep it in our pocket and be the person in the family that hold it over top of everybody's head like that woman off of Soul Food.
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna pay for I'll pay for everything. No, we're not trying to do that. We building community. We building a community that everybody shares for free.
And if you know anything about Beyond Push, we're not talking about splitting hundreds of dollars with you. We're not talking about splitting thousands of dollars with you. The intermediate level in Beyond Push is probably more than I don't want to say too much. You definitely want to sign up as soon as possible so you can just get a look at it. The sign up is free. Just take a look at the information in the back offices, the details of the different opportunities. We're not bringing garbage to you. That's the first thing. We've been through the garbage. I know I've joined several garbages already, and lost a lot of money. And granted, you know, it wasn't happy times going through that. But at the same time, I wouldn't change it because I learned the lessons that I needed to learn. And that's what's most important going forward. So even if you spent $18 and it was going to turn into $550,000, and you told everybody you knew, and at the end of the day, you got absolutely nothing, maybe a couple of books out of it. Nothing wrong with that. You learn to tell people about an opportunity. That's a skill that you need to develop. You have the courage to speak to people. You're logging into a website every day. That's a habit you need to develop. So there's certain things that you'll gather along the way. You didn't lose it. You just paid expensive books.
But you know, also, there's different levels of opportunities as you grow as an entrepreneur. And Robert Kiyosaki talks about that in the Rich Dad Poor Dad book. There were investment opportunities that he wasn't even allowed to invest in that his rich dad and his best friend were investing in because he wasn't qualified. And I think that's kind of how people have to look at entrepreneurship. That's why we're doing the Dream to Reality Academy. Make sure that, you know, as a person, you're qualified for certain opportunities, and that way you don't struggle and not have success because you're put in a position to win. Okay, and every opportunity is not for everyone at every point of their entrepreneurial path. You got entrepreneurs that start with something that's going to allow you to generate revenue, all the way to creating your own company and everything in between. So that's some of the companies I joined. The problem was not the company. The problem was the entrepreneur that was trying to build the company. I hadn't reached the qualifications yet. I hadn't learned enough. I wasn't a good enough student. I didn't have the skill set that Mr. Aaron talked about, the skill set that you need for that particular opportunity. So we even rank opportunities. You know, this is a level 1, a level 2, a level 3. And that's going to be something that's important if you're new, or even if you experienced but haven't had success.
Right.
You know, if you get a better understanding of, okay, this is what's required for this particular opportunity to be successful. So that's something else we're
Your
going to.
learning curve is going to be on you.
Right.
Your learning curve is going to be on you. The opportunities and the information is going to be there. Because somewhere on this page is going to be another pop-up and it's going to say, start training here. And it's going to be just a whole page full of links. With the titles of the links, it's going to be like, I could go learn how to set up this kind of account here. I could learn how to set up that account. I could learn marketing tips here. I mean, before we get too deep and away from it, as I said before about community, guess what? We not only building a community for you, but we also allow you to build a community for your people, and that's what I was talking about step 5. Look at that. It has a little. It goes from the championship cup to a lock. Because this is how you get to the championship. We recorded this video of branding yourself. That was actually Friday video that Dawkins G and I did. But guess what? We're going to continue to keep doing a video like that and keep on changing it for the simple fact that you need to know that you need to press that click here to start the to-do list. When you click there, guess what, folks? Now it's out of our hands. Anybody that you bring to the middle class millionaires, this is your opportunity to talk to them. You get to place this video. And then you have 10 more links that you can upload in your back office by just put in any 10 links you want. YouTube's, Twitter's, our Periscope link, traffic providers, all that stuff. You have the opportunity to, when you build a team, and we talk about, look at this, you have it right here. You have your referral list. I gotta close out that page. But on step 5 is for you to do whatever it is you want to do and you want your team to duplicate. Not promoting my pitch. You're not gonna be promoting my pitch all over the place. I mean, we've dealt with that already. We're beyond that. That we want, as you can see, look at that. Recorded sponsors. This is beta test time. But guess what? If you treat it like it's not beta testing, starting to build the pages. We start to build pages to the back office. It's going to be updating all the time. We got published pages. We got capture pages. Sales funnels coming. We have banners. And guess what? I'm just going to say it out loud right now because I think I'm going to probably set the bar pretty high on this. Outside of our banners with our faces on it, you can see Dawkins G down there. See my banner. We're going to get Mr. Sharif banner on there with his face. Rock Solar banner on there with his face. But guess what? In less than 60 days, and another opportunity, 1,700 people joined me on that opportunity. If anyone could do 500 people, anyone who could sign up 500 people while we're still in beta test mode, we'll let you. We're going to find a way to get you a banner with your face on it, because that's going to establish you as an independent leader. Your step 5. I'm sure you're going to have your step 5 filled up. Look, you get this included. You get your email broadcasting included for your whole team that you sign up. You get an autorespond included, which people got to pay for with a GetResponse or Aweber. Yes, you can link your Aweber and GetResponse, but guess what? The autoresponder is already included for your signups and for your leads, because not only do we have a sign-up page, we also are building capture pages. You even get to look right here in your statistics page. You get to see total views. You get to see, oh, it's traffic coming in. It's traffic coming in. Guess what? I didn't buy any traffic. I bought 0 traffic, and there's people still looking at the site. How is that possible? I don't have the slides I did right now. I don't know. It's out there already. I have my link active on all those step one programs. I'm starting to put my link in. The welcome video is actually going to change to a this is the beta test. You have all these free tools in here that we had to go out and pay for individually. Now it's built in. And not only is it built in, you're going to have someone explaining every opportunity that you could be involved with, and then you're going to have the opportunity to explain whatever ones you want to present to the people. So it's going to be like, look, if you want to come straight in and go to step 5 in your capture page or in your first response to your team, you tell them go to step 5. Guess what? We're not mad at you because we building a community. And guess what? When we take notice of what you're doing, and we reach out to you because this is network marketing. I mean, you got to be sociable. You got to network with people. You might be able to present something to us. It's going to come the time that we know, like we said, we no longer going to be the presenters. We can't be the presenters all the time. You're going to present something to us and bring us to an opportunity that we're going to say, whoa, maybe step 3 didn't work out the way we thought it was going to work out. With your ideas sound good. Record us a video. Let you explain it. Let you brand yourself within the Middle Class Millionaire team, because you prove yourself to be at the table. And now all of us join you, and we replace step 3. We replace step 4, or we probably not gonna ever replace step 1 because it's revenue share. I mean, it's all revenue shares. But step 3 and step 4, it might come a day that whole step need to be gone. And that's where you step in. We networking to share ideas to get everybody to the next level. A community. Like they say, one voice in the band. We trying to go one voice, one sound. We all going the same direction, folks. All the tools included for you. And like I said, I have an updated account, and more things are coming to that account. That's going to make more things come to this account here. Is on the way. I don't know if you guys have any questions or anything y'all want to highlight from the platform, but this is what we're trying to get people to. Teamformillionaires.info. If you need a sponsor, we will address a sponsor, or right underneath the video is a rotator link that's going for all the members now that's in the beta test. You want to sign up? You want to sign up under somebody? We don't care who it is. We want you to be a part of it. We're not concerned about who it is right now. We want as many people taking advantage of opportunity, and we want to all move forward together. That we say, look, our team is this many people. The income was this much. This is how many lives we changed. This is how many people stopped their job. This is how many people now work from home. This is how many people are not solopreneurs, but working as a team.
Building that community.
And
increasing income, not wages.
That's right. Because I definitely I wanted to be a consultant back in the day. But consultant mean I need to come to you and work out of your office, which makes me a temporary employee. But now we got a platform that we can put all our videos. You can add your videos. You can submit a video and we can put it on the training platform, and people will see you, see your face. See your face. Guess what? I definitely need a haircut. I'm not looking my freshest, but guess what? My face is on here, my words is on here. And it's documented. YouTube. Documented on my site. My camera not even focusing on it. They don't even want to look at me right now. But guess what? It doesn't matter. We building our footprints, folks.
And I just wanted to add in real quick. If you go to DawkinsG.com, you can see the blueprint right there. From warrior to warrior, from warrior to wizard. Look, you're going to start off at the very beginning. There's some things that you need to get done in order to even qualify for the Dream to Reality Academy. If you feel like you're a newbie or there's some things that you might be deficient in. You don't do well with videos, you don't do well with websites, you can't remember your password. We're going to help you work that out and give you some habits that will actually make you more effective in your online marketing. The next level is the magician. These are the programs, these are the revenue shares, these are the products that'll make it seem to your friends like you're making money out of thin air. And then you have the Dream to Reality Academy. Because once you get in here, these are the inside steps, the mindset preparations, the techniques for different social media channels and things like that. And then the last step, once you come out of Dream to Reality Academy, MCM, you see it? So you go from Marine to Magician to Master to Millionaire. Every step along the way is different skills that you'll be acquiring and more value being added to the team. I can't wait to get it started, gentlemen. Can't wait.
There you have it, folks. We're telling you how to take the steps, but the first steps comes to you. You got to start somewhere. You are the first step. I believe I have it somewhere. Let me see. Nope, not that one. It's somewhere on here. I have the rotator link somewhere. I'll find it some way, somehow. Because guess what? We're not dealing in perfection, folks. We dealing with real life stuff here. You know you can
making
find
money
us.
as you go. Making money as you go.
Yep, I already started watching my ads, as many of us.
Right. As you can probably see, right?
So
is watching the clock there.
So there you have it, folks. I mean, oh, I need to share that picture that you had earlier today. If you could grab it first, that picture of the how much a day.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That's a powerful picture to end with right there. Like that's the image that should be burning in people's minds. If you get it before me, just say got it or something.
Because I already was sharing that with my team, because you know I got that built-in team.
I just skipped right over top of that thing.
Mr. Sharif team is all in the same house.
There you go. I need to download that. I didn't download it to make it bigger. Nope. Here we go. It's a little blurry, but I think they will understand when they see it. Let me turn that. Do that. Do that.
Because again, it's about the numbers.
Oh, that's the picture I sent today. Yeah.
You got to make goals, folks. So where do you see yourself? Where do you want to be? But guess what? We all have to start somewhere. We want to say, yeah, we could definitely hold your hand to $100 a day. That's easy.
That's the beginning of the Middle Class Millionaires program right there.
That's step one for every program that we do. Step one is make $100 a day. Because if you're making $100 a day, if you have to do some repurchasing, if you have to do any tweaking, if you have to do anything else, guess what? You're at least making an extra $100 a week. That means you got $400 a month. If you're making $100 a day, and I'm sure you can always sacrifice at least one of those days could go in your pocket. That's $400 a month. I think that's a good add-on to whatever you have going already. And then you build your way up. You build your way up to making $3,000 a day. Hey, how much is that? Was 3 times 7, 2,100 a week?
Yes.
Welcome to the land of millionaires.
And also, ladies and gentlemen, remember multiple streams of income. So you're not doing this once. Again, it's repeated. So if you get one to $100 a day, then you get two to $100 a day. If you get one to $200 a day, then you can figure out how to get two to $200 a day.
You're not saying don't stop there. While you building that one, You still building that one that you made to 100.
Right.
Because by the time the other one get the 100, that was at 200.
And not only that, if you read Richest Man in Babylon again, it talks about investing dollars. That money always makes you more money. Your original investment should just continue to make you more and more money. So if you invest $100 in the first one and get it to $100, that $100 is now making you what, $30,000 a year?
Yeah.
Come on.
You got some people who can walk away from their jobs for that.
All because you took action. Because you didn't just sit on the sideline and say, "Oh, that doesn't work. It's a scam."
Mm-hmm. But you have to remember, this is not the office hour for the middle class thousandaires.
That's correct.
We're not here to turn you into $1,000 or $100,000 a year earner. Of course, we would like for that to happen for you, but we would like for that to happen for you along the way. If you're getting 100 grand from your investments, just returns on your investments, that's good, but you're not finished.
Not finished. Till you hit that 3K a day. And then you're not finished. You're just getting started.
That's just
a whole new genre then.
now you get to get on this side of the camera and talk to somebody.
Because you have what we call blood. It's called tears and sweat equity. Sweat equity is big time in our business. I mean, we personally know people who making more than 13,000 a week, which they already making 13,000 a week. They well over 500,000. I think they like at 675,000, something close to that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 13,000 a week, folks. 13,000 a week. I'm not in competition with them, but I do know if they did it, I can do it.
And that's the other great point, Aaron. It's more than enough for everyone. There is no limit. The universe does not limit you to the amount. Another book, The Secret. The Secret talks about how the universe is unlimited. It's not like it's a finite amount and that's it. No one else can make any. You know, sometimes people have you think that, but that's not the case. That's why we can be part of the middle class millionaires. Because we all can be millionaires. It's not oh, 6 people can be a millionaire and that's it. You know, that's the beauty of it.
So folks, I think we even took up all your time. So guess what?
Can I just add one more piece?
Go right ahead.
It looks like it may be covered up, but if you look at the very bottom of that graphic that Mr. Aaron was trying to show you, it says 3 million a day. Don't think that that's out of the realm or it's unreachable. For some of us, for some of the people watching this hangout, that may seem unreachable. But 3 million a day is possible. It wouldn't be on there if you couldn't do it. Now imagine what your life would be like if you were making $3 million a day as opposed to 3,000. It's just a matter of increasing your effort, your sphere of influence, your discipline. All the skills that it took to earn $100 a day will be required to make $200 a day. All the skills that it takes to maintain $200 a day will be required to grow to $300 a day. You are gathering the momentum and gaining the skill set and the experience and the team in order to make $3 million in a single day. Just think about that. You'll be a different person. So if you have some friends who have limiting beliefs or want to hold you back, or you are no longer a part of their circle because all you focused on is trying to make money, guess what? You got millionaires you need to hang out with. It's just a different circle. That's all.
I mean, we all, And I mean, I'm sure everybody in the entire world knows this guy. He goes by the name of Mark Cuban. He's not a single billionaire. He has multiple billions, like $6.5 billion. Like, I don't think y'all understand. Like, he has 6 billion.
His billions having billions.
So, $3 million a day might seem like a lot if you was to see all the zeros written out. But remember, everyone knows and everyone sees this guy named Mark Cuban on Shark Tank. He's worth billions, like multiple billions. So that means he's making more than $3 million a day. So if Mark Cuban can do it, T-shirt wearing, loudmouth team owning, basketball team owning, just like you know someone else. Everyone knows someone else. He's not as vocal. He's not as visible. But everyone knows the guy who owns Quicken Loans. He also owns the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's not as visible, but guess what? He's a billionaire. Is more than one billionaire inside the world. So, folks, you gotta believe. I mean, that leads us to the weekend wrap up. I mean, yes, it went a little longer. If you're watching this, you better go ahead and get on the sign up ball and go to www.teamformillionaires.info/House of Aaron. Sign up with the guy who has people on his team. And as always, remember that I believe, we believe,
they
believe.
Come on, man. There you go, folks. I believe, we believe, they believe. There's billions out there. We could share the billion, because I could take millions, but I'm not gonna stop at it. But I could take some millions right now. There you go, double calling. That's one of the skills that you're gonna learn. How to double call and be mobile, agile. And that's the beauty of this business. So this is Mr. Aaron from the House of Aaron, and I'll say, be confident, be smart, be fruitful, multiply. Because when you start, you don't stop. You got to be consistent until you achieve your goals. Good night and good morning, and Mr. Sharif.
And this is Hamid Sharif from Dreams Reality Academy, where we educate, execute, and earn. Good night and good evening.
And this is G from Residual Networks. And always remember to learn, lead, and leverage. Good night and good morning, people. This is Middle Class Millionaires. We gone.